get to Donald Trump, shall we? He's making a continuing appeal to minorities, meeting black and Hispanic activists this morning in New York City. Last night in Mississippi, he called Hillary Clinton a bigot. Watch this.
Hillary Clinton is a bigot who sees people of color only as votes, not as human beings worthy of a better future. She's going to do nothing for African Americans. She's going to do nothing for the Hispanics. She's only going to take care of herself, her husband, her consultants, her donors. These are the people she cares about. She doesn't care what her policies have done to your communities.
Well, he hasn't softened his tone, has he? Sirius XM Patriot host David Webb is with us now. That's a serious point. He hasn't softened his tone.
No, and why soften your tone? Look, the Democrats and the Hillary Clinton-type Democrats are the race and poverty pimps that have the soft bigotry of no expectations if you're black and the hard bigotry of bad outcomes. I was just in Detroit, and what a tragedy it is to be in Detroit where they have the Woodward Dream Cruise. I'm on Mustang Alley, but then I drive out and I go to neighborhoods where there are beautiful homes now boarded up, neighborhoods completely blighted, buildings closed. What is the common denominator in that and many other cities? Democrat and liberal progressive policies, predictable failure economically, which affects and destroys communities. Hillary Clinton sees you as a vote.
Yes, okay, look, Donald Trump is the first Republican that I can remember to bring it to everybody's attention and make it a focal point of his campaign. Look what they've done to you. Why don't you change course?
He's the first one to be...
Is the message getting through to the black and Hispanic community?
It actually is. It actually is. Now, it's not going to... It's not because I talk to many of them. I talk to them on my radio show. People call in. I have got such an increase. Not, you know, you can't gauge the entire country, right? But anecdotally, people who call up and say, I was a Democrat, I'm black, I'm young, I'm middle-aged, I'm a boomer, and they say, I'm looking at this. And the thing is this, Stu, if you give your support, no matter who you are, any group, unyieldingly to any one party, what do they actually owe you? Nothing. They know they have you.
Okay.
Look at New York. Look at Charlie Rangel, District 15. For 42 years, 15 to 17% of that district made the decision to keep him in office. Look at some of that district. For the Dingles, let's talk about Detroit. He got it from his father at 27. His wife, Debbie, gets it from him now. For 100 years, if she serves out her average lifespan in Congress, there will be representation by the Dingles. When you look at that district, which includes part of Detroit, failure.
Okay. I've got to ask you this one question here. Do you think that the black folks are embarrassed to come out and say, I'm with Trump, but when they get into the secret ballot booth, they'll vote for Trump? Is there something like that going on?
It's a possibility.
Because you don't know. I mean, you're just suggesting.
It's a possibility because of peer pressure from anybody. You know, you work, you live, you talk with people, your own family members. What they do in the booth, let me say this to them. Forget about whether somebody gives you pressure or not. Think about whether you can survive 4 more years of these liberal progressive policies when you see the black community split in those that are making it because they're working hard and buying into fiscal conservatism and the Republican way, the suburban blacks, or those that have come back in gentrified areas like Harlem where blacks are coming back and buying in because they've made it out and coming back, and you're still living there in generational poverty.
Stay there, David. I got more for you in a moment.